Hello, everyone. Okay, there's a bit of a delay, so that's okay. It took me a moment to get up here. At first, they were telling me I didn't have permission, and I was like, "What?" Uh, so I think, okay, so I should stay here because there's a live chat option. I don't know how many people know about this. And this is my first time, everyone. So I'm just figuring out how to do it. Hopefully everyone can hear me. If someone's watching, let me know if you can hear me. That would be really helpful, like in the chat. And then I will know. I'm going to put my Venmo up here if I can figure out how to do that. Like maybe in the comments, perhaps. So thank you for bearing with me as I figure this all out. I guess that's where I'm going to have to put it. YouTube is my least knowledgeable site that I'm aware of. So it's a learning process, and here we go. Okay, so let's find my like my Venmo to share. How do I do that? Don't want to do that. It doesn't look like I know how to do that. I'm killing it. So what I will do, okay, somebody's here. Hi, Julie. It must be you. I have to figure out how to share this. And I think perhaps I will just do that later because I don't want to waste people's time. I'm sure you're all waiting to get started, right? And I don't see, hi, Julie. I don't see any comments. Now I do. I see you. Thank you. If anybody wants to, oh, profile, is that what I want? Nope. Okay. Some other day I'll be able to do this. I'll add it then later. I'll add it later. But my Venmo is Gia. I'll do it like this. Yes, I want you to, yes. So at Gia.Hooper is to donate via the Venmo. I'll write it like that, but Julie, if you have a link, then that would be super duper wonderful. And thank you for your donation. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna get the party started and do a quick prayer. Going to do a little sound clearing. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to hear it, but I'm just going to use a tuning fork here. Clear the space and clear the room. All right. Okay, and if you have questions, if you're watching live and or requests of something that you want me, it's a group healing, but something you want me to throw in there because you are currently live, that would be fantastic. Let me also just make sure that I'm recording. I'm not. Okay, now I am. Okay, here we go. All right. Father, Mother, God, and teams in spirit, the highest resonance and light, thank you so much for all of these beautiful beings who are interacting and watching from now into all space and time. I ask to be a perfectly clear channel in all ways, only letting the highest good and light come through me for their best and highest timeline. I ask that I am wrapped in 7 layers of light protection, as well as placing the video separate of me in its own Merkaba and me and mine. and that all of the beings, all the energies, all the healing stays with the video, and all of myself stays with me as we move forward. I ask that I am cloaked in all ways necessary, and that I am in my full transmutative power. I ask that my space and all the spaces between myself and everyone who ever watches, and everyone's spaces who are watching, all of my bodies and all of your bodies are lifted to a transmutative frequency so that only the highest, most benevolent, most supportive beings can interact with us at this time, and all else is burned to love and light, something beautiful and amazing for all of us. I now activate all the wisdom, knowledge, healing, experience, my entire multidimensional being through all space, time, and frequency. I call in Reiki healing, Reiki masters, and the Reiki symbols. I call in shamanic and ancestral healing. I call in galactic and elemental healing, the specialist angel teams, as well as the angel teams of Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Sandalphon, and Metatron. I activate the crystal diamond quantum frequency of my diamond heart, my human heart, all of my higher selves, galactic and cosmic selves, as well as everyone who's watching, as well as the crystal diamond quantum heart of grandfather sun, grandmother ocean, ascended Gaia, father, mother, God. That's that everyone has this quantum frequency flowing through their bodies as they receive this healing today. I ask that this frequency purifies and activates the pranic tube, the tube torus, the I am presence of everyone here. I ask that it removes any debris, any blockages, any resistance to their healing process, their ascension path. I ask that it brings them deeply into their I am presence in all ways. And that the truest, most authentic God particle form of them is brought forward from this healing. I ask that they are connected above, below, and within with this frequency. And I ask that it spreads and moves through the breath body, that everyone's breath body is cleared, that all respiratory illnesses are cleared, all sinus congestion, sore throats, viral particles, spike proteins are all cleared and transmuted in all ways through this breath body. Ask that the violet flame and light is breathed into the nostrils of everyone who is watching, and that it transmutes all illnesses, all asthma, all weaknesses, all deflation, all scarring, all fissures in the lungs. I ask that all the cilia of the lungs is restored to full strength. And as this light comes back out through the nose, it comes out as a diamond light frequency and spreads love to all. Well, spirit's like, stay right here and purify this breath body. Okay. We will. Hayato. Hariatera, kukuturushitira mahaso, totariakatana, ukuriatai, ohusuto. Okay, we ask that this crystal diamond quantum frequency moves through the physical bodies. We ask that all dis-ease, illness, heaviness, inflammation, lack, deficiency, or overabundance is balanced and transmuted in the physical body. Okay. We ask that this light moves through the mental body. We want to remove any seed thoughts that are not serving. We want to remove in this mental body any programming. And we ask that it moves through the emotional body, purifies the emotions of this time. And they show me panic in the collective and fear and sort of this energy of like wanting to give up. So we want to bring Archangel Hope in, Archangel Faith in, Archangel Muriel and Mary in, and just with Archangel Gabriel, just give this emotional healing. And I'm pendulum clearing this as well. Okay. And then we're going to ask that this light purifies and activates the spiritual bodies. I'm going to use the 432 for a moment. They also want me to use a crystal. So let's see how that feels. A selenite crystal. Oh. Yayoto. Kana mahata yo suma hata ya hosho. Yakiro tatana ya mahashati yiruku ara mahashata ya do kana homosoto to akashata. Okay, and we ask that it moves through the cosmic body, galactic body, purifies and activates. We ask that any guides that need to be connected with those who are viewing this come forward now, any galactic guides and support beings. Also take this time to call in the Sirian team, Arcturian team, and the Giant team, as we soon will be purifying pineal gland. And let's clear the aura. Let's clear out any debris, any dysfunction in the fields. All right, and we're going to tap into Archangel Raphael's team, bringing in a team of unicorns and having them surround each and every person. Okay, we're also bringing in the bird families, the winged ones, bringing in Raphael, and he's showing me Caduceus in one hand and like Moldavite in the other, as opposed to like them together for whatever reason. So he's like holding the Moldavite like here. And we're going to bring that team in, and we're going to ask that any spiritual parasites are removed, any eggs are removed, any structures, attachments, beacons, hooks, programming, of course. We already talked about that though. From the third eye, from the pineal gland, from the brain, and throughout the body. Ask everyone's gut is balanced. We ask any parasitic energy is removed from the guts. We bring in the electric and lightning dragons to assist with this. We ask that any attachments or entities are now taken away and removed and transmitted to light. And that's still clearing right now. Okay. Bringing in Archangel Michael's team and his blue dragons and asking them to clear any energy that we've picked up from others, release any cords, structures, hooks, suctions. And we'll bring in Uriel's team and we'll activate the 7 layers of light. And in this 7 layers of light, we will bring in all your energy through all time, space, and frequency, calling that back to you. Bringing it through Black Angel Fire, purifying it on the physical level, purifying the deepest, darkest density. Bringing it through the violet light. Bringing it through the rainbow light. Bringing it through the rose quartz light. The blue light. The golden light, and the diamond light. Purifying it, lifting the frequency, matching and aligning the frequency, and bringing it back to you. Bringing everyone full within themselves. Okay, dissolving any multidimensional selves that are not moving forward after today. And then integrating any multidimensional selves, bringing the multidimensional cells with the highest immune systems, with the highest compassion, with the highest homesteading and survival skills, with the highest resourcefulness, in through the 7 layers of light and in to your multidimensional human self as you are today. And using the earth dragons to quake anyone out of old earth, asking galactic team to stand by, asking fire dragons to burn the roots, feeling that heat moving up through your body. Bam. Asking water dragons to clean the body, clean the burned roots, the feet. And the air dragons to raise the frequency, galactic dragons to raise the frequency, and asking the galactic team to float everybody over into New Earth, anchoring them down deep into that crystalline grid, opening up a stellar gateway and asking Metatron's dragons to blast down through all the top chakras. Down through all the human chakras. And this beautiful fiery golden light, the Christed sun, the great central sun coming down, the diamond light of ascended Gaia coming up and meeting in the center to create power, presence, activation, protection, transmutation. And sealing all this, the 7 layers of light, Aho, amen. So it is. All right. So it was kind of a prayer, kind of a healing. Didn't take too long. Let's see what else kind of healings. We're gonna do chakras. See what comes up for people there. Looking at Earth Star Chakra and just removing in this Earth Star Chakra and clearing out any anchors to old Earth. They're showing me like tethers and cord, like bungee cords back. So like, we moved everybody over to New Earth, but then there's like some people have them like shackled around their ankles or in their side. Like they're these like, they're like those cords that you can like hook onto something and then they're like stretchy and you can hook them on the other side, like carabiner things. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know the name of them, but I can see it in my mind. So you can use them to like put like furniture or like suitcases on top of your car. Like it looks like that. So we're removing those, right? We're removing addictions to the news, social media. What else? Drama, victimhood, and fear. Okay. All right, let's look at a root chakra. And just show me everyone getting really big, like your feet getting really big, like almost everyone turning into like a giant. And it's like this big, red, powerful energy, and these big shoes and like these big pants. Everybody just getting bigger, 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 taller, 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 and asking that we are fully rooted, that everyone understands deep within their soul that we are always fully supported in all ways, and that we clear any blocks to our own abundance and well-being, any resistance, any unworthiness, any self-defeating attitudes. Second chakras. Reinforcing everyone's boundaries with themselves, bringing people into the energy of discipline, not as punishment, but as self-love and self-care, and being able to have sacred discipline around things that are needed in order to keep them aligned and well and happy or content, healthy. Removing guilt and fear-based guilt, over responsibility of ego, letting all that go. That feels good. That one felt good to me. I was like, I'll take that. And in the stomach chakra, removing insecurity, doubt, fear again. Removing gut dysbiosis. They're showing me this like putrid looking, like greeny yellow something inside. Not everyone, but some people's gut microbiome. And we're just asking that this is released. And we're asking that people are shown after this healing, whether it's in a vision or a dream, or whether it is in a very concrete way where someone comes to them and says, this is how you heal your gut. They are shown how to heal what's going on in their gut and that they are no longer blocked to receive their I am presence, that they can stay in connection with it. Also releasing shame here. So release shame with this 528. Moving into heart chakra and immediately coming to self-forgiveness, asking for this peace that passes understanding, bringing Mother Mary in to support, Kuan Yin into support, and to share unconditional love. And they're showing me parasites clearing from the heart. Wounding, constriction, clearing from the heart. Nope, still going. They're like, no, we're not done. Keep clearing. Ooh. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Here we go. That did it. Nothing like little Ho'oponopono always does the trick. In the high heart chakra, we're going to allow any blocks, any personal gaslighting to believing in ourselves and our dreams to be released here. Gokonayamakai. Gekoro kusu itianamaki tutuai shaitoa. Gakotoa mahai ushututua miyatiani husutuaka. Clearing throat chakra, allowing everyone to be able to speak in crystal clear truth, bringing Gabriel's diamond into the throat chakra to clear away any vices, constrictions, blockages. Asking for a cool light, a cool pink or magenta light to come in and to balance the throat chakra for those who are overactive in the throat chakra, who are not speaking to things that will support their best and highest timeline, who are speaking negatively of others, unknowingly cursing or hexing with the carelessness or the ignorance. And I mean that in a just the dictionary definition, that they do not understand that they're doing it, of their choices and their words, and clearing the quality of the conversation that people are having within themselves in their own minds. Clearing that third eye chakra. Replace any hardware that is stuck or old or needs an upgrade. Bringing, of course, Galactic Team into that. Anyone who needs additional clearing beyond what we already did in the pineal gland. Anyone who needs the whole brain removed and rebuilt, clearing the limbic system. They're saying clearing the medulla oblongata. Not sure I can tell you what that does, but we're clearing it. Okay. Coming into crown chakra. Releasing and removing despair and loss of God and loss of faith in self and loss of faith in humanity. Bringing us back into this true faith. They actually want me to light the stage for this. They're like, there's a lot here. You want to tell me in the comments what the medulla oblongata does and why we need to clear the crap out of it today? Clearing that crown chakra. Thank you, Steph, so much. Okay, at the causal chakra, we're going to release any attachments to outside things, telling you how to do things, how you're supposed to feel, whether it's your star sign or the cycles of the moon or a medium that you know that you only listen to whatever they say and nobody else, or anything that's outside of you and your own connection with spirit. We're going to release all ties to those things. So whatever comes up for you right now, whatever thing pops into your mind, that's the thing that spirit's going to help you release so that you can act on your own authority. So that you can act on your own authority. Whether it's a boss, a husband, a child, an institution, the news, a political party, all of these things. Ooh, sweet. Thank you, Julie and Pamela. Why am I not surprised that the two of you have that information? I'm not, because you guys help people heal themselves. So on the physical layer, especially. Okay. And we're going to clear the Alta Major, clearing all that black tar and gunk from there, just releasing and removing and scooping all of that out. Arcturian family helping me out here. Arcturian mice helping me out here. Smurfs helping me out here. It's gunky. And then we're going to put some, whoop, it's still clearing. My pendulum's like gonna fly out of my okay. And then we're gonna put protection around it. And the protection looks like this like thick, like plexiglass situation. And it's like clearish, it's like a light blue, and it's going all the way around the back of the head, which is a portal. And everyone's been really gunky there, especially this last couple days. Okay. We're gonna look at time transcendence and keep everybody in alignment with the ability to walk on their highest timeline, be on the timeline they choose, with the ability to have their day flow and have time supporting them, working with them, and just to be in connection with them. Awesome. And looking at soul star chakra and just asking for dragons and giants to go in and do a deep dive there to clear out for anyone who has holes in their soul star chakra. Just asking them to clear out anything that's gotten in there. It always showed me the soul star chakra like far away in this other like land or dimension, and like I'll always call in giants and sometimes other beings to come in, and like it's like you go down this huge rabbit hole to like get the stuff out. And when people have holes in that chakra, it's like they get these like lesions or something, these like black lesions like in the chakra, or like in that dimensional place. It's like almost like this dimensional rabbit hole. It's the best way I can explain it. Okay, and then we're going to ask Palladian fairies and time transcendence fairies and any other fairy beings that want to come and help patch up those lights or patch up those holes. They're showing me fairies that look like they're in Cinderella. They're fairies in Cinderella. Showing me these little, if there's not, then maybe I need to like remake haven't watched Cinderella in like 30 years or something, probably. Okay. And then stellar gateway. We're just gonna widen everyone's stellar gateway. We're doing this with light language, but they want me to do it silent with my hands. Interesting. And it's going out in all directions. They show me like a golden light like coming out of everyone's head in these like rays. And that's what we're activating here. Okay. All right, and let's just clear the auras one more time. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Thank you. Maybe I'll watch that soon, you know, after shielding the crap out of it like I always do with anything Disney, because, you know, black magic. Okay, and also good other magic too, but there's just a lot going on in those films, and it's a good idea to be aware of what you're ingesting. Okay, so I hope that feels good to everyone. Just gonna pull a couple of cards for the collective here. And this is a new thing for me. I haven't really done that before, but let's just see what comes up. I have 4 decks, the Sacred Geometry Activations. They're saying that this one is actually a card for the healing that just happened, and the other 3 are for the like collective insights. That Sage is still like super going. It's fun to have the interaction. Thanks for coming back and forth with me, or chatting with me, ladies. I wonder who the 4th person is that's watching. Show yourself. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to. Okay. Coherence. Oh, that's funny. I pulled that card earlier for someone. The frequency of coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. Okay. So that's what, like what they're kind of saying is like, that was kind of like, as we did those clearings, as we did those activations and connections, like that's the goal. We have a clear heart, we have a clear mind, and then it's your job to connect them and do the brave work of moving from your mind, traveling down into your heart to make decisions, to live, to be present, etc. Okay. Beautiful card. Okay, so let's pick 3 cards for the collective. I'm going to start with the Lyran Oracle. This is a really cool deck. My Reiki master Liz, who's an amazing light worker, she gave them to me for my birthday, and they're awesome. And this is like, the cover picture is so gorgeous. Okay. I've never seen them before. They showed up at my house and they're just cool. Okay. All right. Collective cards. What's going on out in the world with the general collective. So not just with whoever's watching this group healing, but just like the collective in general. That's what I'm asking Spirit to tune me into for this particular piece. Starseed. The universe opens through you. Well, this is the card that I pulled for myself when I first got the deck, and then I shuffled it, and I pulled a card for everyone in the family, and then Willow, my daughter, wanted to pull a card for everyone, and she pulled a card for me, and she pulled this card for me again, which was kind of amazing. Okay, so what I get from this card for the collective is that there are a disproportionate amount of people awakening into their other layers. Let's put it that way. There are other layers. So not everybody who's just walking along, living their life in the world is like awakening and being like, I'm a star seed and now I'm going to stop everything I'm doing, become a light worker. It's not like that necessarily. But what it is that this is a time when like a lot of layers are being activated. So someone who may have had no ability to have any intuition may begin to tap into their intuition, or someone who was completely programmed fully may now be starting to release some of that programming, coming a little bit more into their own sovereign understanding of things. So everyone's sort of shifting up a little bit more this month. So it's like starting last week, and then it's going to go on for like 3 more weeks after this, I'm getting. So it's like the week behind and 3 weeks in front. And some people who have chosen to like really come forward and do work here, isn't she? Willow is magic, who have come forward and do this kind of work here, they are really getting the wake up right now. Like there's a lot of people, and that's interesting because I've privately Reiki attuned like so many people in the last week. It's been really great and cool and interesting, but I was like, wow, that's a lot of people. And it's like these are people who might not have even like known what that was a month ago. So that's going on. And what else is going on is there's a lot of revealing going on. What the? Oh my gosh. Okay, that was kind of scary. That was my candle. It just like cracked. Holy moly. Hold on, I'm gonna blow it out. I'm scared. Yikes. Okay. That just like split the like the glass. Oh my god. Okay. So okay. Okay. So there's a lot of things that are like being revealed and coming up in the 3D world that I'm like, is someone not want me to say this, or are they confirming? That is causing cognitive dissonance and is causing people to not be so stuck in their opinion. And it's shifting, it's causing some confusion, it's causing some frustration, there's shame, and then there's the other side of ego. There's a lot of people who are like really on their high horse right now. There's a lot of I told you so energy. There's just a lot. There's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of frustration from people because of how sick everyone has been. And sort of lamenting maybe some of the decisions that maybe they made, or maybe the collective made, or maybe the government made, or maybe they didn't make, or things they didn't do, things they wish they did. You know, people are really sort of like reevaluating looking back and being like, let's do a retrospect of the last 2.5 years and look at where we are now. And people who normally wouldn't have done that or normally wouldn't have felt that, it's like they're getting hit with it, whatever they need to get hit with. Like someone who thought they were protected by something and they would never have such and such happen to them, it's happening to them. Or someone who, you know, like for me, a big part of it was like, I had this fear, you know, over the last 2.5 years that after being, you know, isolated and masked and with all the different, you know, medical intervention that's happening and so forth, that we would have a period of sickness and stress and financial depression and like real deep, difficult stuff. And in that coming, and a lot of that is happening. And my family's been sick for 2.5 months. And it's really challenging me. You know, it's challenging me to come into compassion. It's challenging me to come into humility and come into my heart. You know, there's people around me who are getting sick and need support, who thought they wouldn't get sick. And I know that I've been almost waiting to be able to support them with healing. There's people coming to me who have different kinds of injuries, who need support in sessions. And so it's really a call to come into like letting go, self-forgiveness, forgiveness of others, compassion. So it's like that star seed in all of us to whatever extent that we agreed to have it come forward and wake us up in however we agreed to before coming to earth. And now is the time that spark is happening, or that unveiling or revealing is happening. So that's what I get from that. And I also get that like some people did not choose that. So some people chose to sort of stay asleep to their divine nature in as much as possible. That they really, not that they don't have the divine nature, not that they aren't God and God particle within themselves, because they are, and we all are, but that's not the experience that they chose to have this time around. And so this is a learning experience, you know, lifetime and dimensional frequency timer. Do I ever finish anything on time in a session? No. That people really lined up to like learn these big lessons, right? It's like you know, when we talk about this a lot as light workers, like this is like getting your, you know, doctorate from, I don't know, Harvard or something, you know, coming to earth to like get these lessons. And a lot of the people from, you know, Atlantis and Lemuria, they're coming back to redo things and understand things in this dimension, or, you know, having Egyptian lives or whatever it was, coming in to like really learn or do something different than they did last time, or really learn and understand the full 360 picture of things. Because this was the time to do it. And some people coming because they knew they already learned a lot, and they came to kind of like just step into the magic of this time and sort of the ability to harness the energies that are here on this plane, because there really is so much opportunity to have and kind of do and be whatever you want. Cool. Okay, now Butterfly Oracle. I'm go a little quicker now because I have a session in 6 minutes that I'm clearly going to be late for. Budget your time better, Gia, next time. That's funny because religion and spirituality is the first card that comes up, and it's face up. And that is the card they want me to use. So there's also a lot going on with religion and spirituality. Some people stepping away from religion, some people diving deeper into it. Some people deciding that the tenets of spirituality as is are a lot like religion, and sort of trying to find their own way with that and their own truth within that. People coming into a better balance around what it means to be a spiritual person and live in the earth plane at this time. what it means to follow a religion and live in the earth plane at this time. What does it mean to them specifically? How can they define it in their own terms, in their own sovereign terms? So again, a lot of disillusionment, a lot of people sort of making fun of different things. So a lot of opportunity for people to then step back, see what's triggering them, and see what needs to come forward to be explored a little bit more, to then, sort of hone and redefine like what it all really means to us. Some of us who might be too far on one side are maybe relaxing some things, and some people who need to tighten up, starting to make a deeper commitment to themselves to do that. So what's happening there. Last one. This is a good one to end with because it's the Mother Mary Oracle, and a lot of the things in here are like a blessing. So it's like a final blessing to like close it out. We got two, so I gotta make sure I pick the right one. And it would be this one. Our Lady of Sweet Rest. And the message from Spirit here for everyone is that it is truly time to step off of this. I mean, they're saying roller coaster, but it's like also hamster wheel and race and racetrack of the collective pressure, our societal pressure to go, race, do all the things, buy all the things, be the best thing, do all the best things, spend all the money, make all the money. Like, and the message from Spirit on this is that it's not just going to happen if you don't take the step in faith. It's like everyone's complaining about it, right? Everyone complains about our, the American culture and the go of our culture, and the pressures of the society and the flaws in capitalism and all the things that people are talking about so often, or a lot of people do. Like, there's a collective energy about it. But like, until we personally take that step in faith where we choose to do less, we choose to rest, we understand the concept of resting to receive, nothing will change. No one out there is going to change this machine that is profiting and remaining in control and benefiting off of our incessant punishment of ourselves and enslavement of ourselves. Like, until we stop and come into that rest and that trust, we can't slow down that machine. We can't break that machine, or it'll just keep churning. So we all need to step back and rest. And if we don't, then we'll be forced to rest by continuing being more sick, or, getting laid off, or, there'll be like a consequence that will force us into that space that we're meant to be in if we don't just do it. And it's not like that consequence is going to be, I don't want to scare anybody or put anybody in fear, but like, a lot of us have agreed to like bring in this vibration and frequency of receiving. And we have to heal that wounded masculine and that wounded feminine that is so reticent to do so. And if we don't, it's like we learn it harder because we did come to learn it. So take a break, have a cup of tea, slow down, lay down for a few minutes, take a walk outside. Try to believe that you are supported. try to fake that you believe until that you're supported until you really believe it, if you can. Thank you all for being here. I hope this all resonates and serves you well. I hope the clearing is supportive to you and continues to shift you in all the most beautiful ways possible. I wish you all the abundance and joy and presence in the world. And I love you all. Thank you so much. Goodbye.